without having to fight. In Sunday finals, when that condition satisfied itself, they did well, but what happened was when they did end up getting contested after a couple of ones, after game 1, game 2, game 3, they came back and then they struggled to really get anything rolling after that, after the start.
That, in general, we remember trios, the Beef at Moisty Palms, remember squads, you know, they were there for a lot of highlight reels, but then just didn't have the stellar first place performance that everyone expected of them afterwards.
We also saw them switch things up slightly throughout all the different seasons, going and testing different things, but for now it looks like they've got the Shark uncontested, and that does bode well for them. I'm wondering if there's anybody at the Steamy Stacks to get in their way, but they've got the vault, they've got everything, and the zone is not there for them. They have to go quite a ways.
Brackets getting through those filters and making it to finals, because when they're here, this is their comfortability, right? This is where you can control RNG the most. But when you're in opens, when you're in semis, doing that kind of, you know, bot race, the elimination race, going for high point lobbies is not something that everyone's playstyle meshes well with.
They've got one elim, but there's still a team who looks like they have both members alive. And I believe Tiny Jelly and Aqua are there. No builds for Vivid. He's just got to hide it out and hope that they don't find him in the water, but they are going to. That's Carson C and his teammate Sinez, who must have pushed from... Actually, no, there's 3 teams here at the rig. Macwood up to 50, same with Zexro, but nothing extra, no big pots. Nice tag from Zexro to start this fight off on spin. And they are going to push right over top of them. He's going to have to back off, and I believe they realize that this is a solo. No, the other player's on the other side of the bridge, so at this point, you got to be careful, especially when you're at the bridge.
And everyone on zone line, if you look at the mini-map, is just hugging, waiting for someone else to make a move. Suddenly, Zexro picks up RZZY or Razzie. Laggy gets an entire duo eliminated. Macwood picks up the duo of Razzie as well. Flips going down, and now everyone is starting to fall. Elevate getting his first elimination. But still, 10 more people need to go down.
Yeah, and we've got... Oh, actually, it's going to become active. It has been active. I wish we could see the normal one, because I can't tell if it's active or not. Obviously, it's in third zone, so it is, but there's not that switch, you know, when it's like, okay, here it is.
Yeah.
Aspect and Animal, again, we bring them up because we want them to succeed. They've struggled in all the FNCS finals, 29th in Trios Grand Finals, and they didn't make it out of heats in squads.
I'm not sure if they can finish out the game.
And look at that, 33 below. Tabs and Colazzo, Knight and Shark. Ooh. This is going to be an interesting fight, and I believe based on how Knight and Rogue Shark are playing this, they might need Surge. Same with Colazzo and Tabs, but a self-RPG. Are you kidding me, Colazzo? And instantly ended. Knight and Rogue Shark capitalize and put themselves now up to 3. A quick fight, a quick end for the lives of Tabs G and Colazzo.
That's completely unexpected, especially self-RPGs. I'm not sure if it's just this season, if the RPG has changed, but more and more top-tier duos doing that self-damage that we've never seen in other seasons whatsoever. But that opens up the end game for a lot of other people. We're seeing names on your screen right now. Base RR, Scar ZL, Z Laner, people that haven't had a chance at finals before. Now, one top duo out. Is there a chance for these guys to rise up?
And look at that. Fifth zone going all the way to the south east of the map, and Knight and Rogue Shark are going to be able to try to push up and take height in fifth zone, and they do, but Strodels and Siwa are here. They have to pause briefly, and yes, they're going to get RPG down, the sign for them to say, nope, we're going to back off. But well, I'm thinking of a lot of people, because most of what I saw for the top duos that we were following were over towards that northwest, specifically Bugha and Stretch. Even Saf went over in that direction. Aspect and Animal, Unknown and Ronaldo. There were so many that were up on that side. But thanks to the good fortune, Knight and Rogue Shark clearly have built up over the season. They get fifth zone in the first game of this heat.
Fifth zone with this big base, so many options and so much protection from every single angle. They're looking for shots, but the desync, you can see it with their shots as well. We haven't even talked about Hogman and NPen. Pretty sure they did really well in one of these qualifier weeks, almost getting that top spot, and then after that they've just been synergistically learning off of each other, coming to that no comm zone. But oh my god, Deez, I think that was the Boombo that got him taken out. The rig still active in this end game, finding ways. Saf though taking out Rise, and Clarity G gets knocked down, not eliminated yet, but wow, so many top tier duels. Zexro and Mac are out
in 26th place, no placement points even close. And for whatever reason, this is also older action feed. Maybe this replay was reloaded. Regardless, Hogman and NPen found themselves so good spots. They've got a heavy sniper, they've got a launch pad. They could still work with this. They could still make this happen. I'm curious, definitely. Knight and Rogue Shark, you see them still up on height, and they have the RPG, possibly even double. Saf still alive. Just trying to spot all the different opportunities here for all the different teams. Here it is, the pad. And it's very high. Who's on height now? It's Rohan's and Fired. Up at the top. I think they might get pressured here very, very quickly, and it's 43 alive. Surge in 6th, the notifications only. Elevate finally knocked out, so that's it for that team with Clarity G.
And now the catch up to max zone starts. People still getting eliminations off rotation. NPen gonna be the one actually tarping forward while Hogman tries to catch up, probably taking over afterwards. But a lot of teams already have eliminations coming into this portion of the game. Usually we'll see a 50-man lockdown until that 7th zone strikes. Then that blue line is where all the action starts to get chaotic. Right now it's people trying to control height. It's Knight and Shark. Can the prediction reign true? Do these guys have that room? Did they make it earlier on in the game to be in this position to shoot down rockets on their enemies? Kind of the signature every single time. I haven't seen these guys without an RPG on height in any one of their games. The enabler.
Gonna try to find a small gap. Doesn't work. He has some patience here with his RPG, because he definitely wants this to be towards the end. The placement point's going to start rolling in. Shark and Knight are completely controlling right now. Saf's still up, right? And he's almost to the end. Here's Nico. Looks like he's shambles, 15 HP, falling all the way down to low grounds. And with the flopper, now the placement point's coming in. Blake still alive in this one. He just picked up a double for himself too.
Yup, and now it's all up to a solo play. 2 eliminations, 5 points. Placement not just out yet. 2 more. Duels need to go down. Looks like Nico takes out 1/2 of one. Finally gets another threshold. Now playing off the zone. No shields, no match. Somehow still alive in front of Bugha and Stretch. One of the hardest situations to be in. And somehow no one is looking at him. And he's not taking any pressure. Can he get maximum shields off? No. Goes down on low ground. 8 total points. Still a good run. And now we switch over to mid-low. Stretch is there. Bugha trying to catch. These guys are in the same box too. There's action going on height. But if you wait it out, wait for that final placement to come in and then play out the game, that's where most of the points can get accrued.
That's for sure. Stretch playing well. Same with Bugha. They get this box fully controlled now. 1 versus 1 against Clutch. I think he did get it. Yes, he did. Stretch cleans that up. He's going to go in for the mats, and he has the criteria to win this game right now. Floppers in an RPG, and there's the final 4 in this one. There's still actually one all the way down to the bottom. 4 teams. 1 versus 1 versus 2. Stretch has to do something against Shark and Knights. That's the target that he needs to take off if he wants to win the game. But again, he has the recipe. The floppers, 5 of them. RPG up on height. He's about to take it from them. They don't know. RPG on the Shark. Yes, and he takes out 2 with it. But Bank actually gets the credits for that first one. And it's a possible 1 versus 1, yes, against Knight. Stretch. He maintains the high ground, maintains the hill. He connects it, reloads the RPG, and it's going to fire off. Finish off the siphon on the Shark, and he has so many mats to work with. Easy 1 versus 1, and the recipe for success was there for Stretch. 10 eliminations by himself. Knight and Shark in second place with 14, so it's really not even close on that sense. 7 points divide them. But again, history repeating itself because they were there. Heat 3. They dominated their squad, their entire heats. First place by far.